Hey everybody, Tony and Chris back for another Blue Collar Beer Gourmet review, part of the TigerSox series.
It is part of the TigerSox series, trademarked, copyrighted. Not really.
Considering what I'm paying for prepaid legal, maybe I should get that done.
Shit, yeah. Comment below.
Comment below. We're going to do something kind of, well, unique today, something we've not done before. I went to a...
Stripping while drinking.
There you go. I'm gonna spare you, me. I'm just gonna,
No.
I'm gonna let the beefcake be the guy.
Show them your brand. Come on, man. This guy's been branded before.
It doesn't hardly show up anymore.
Crazy bastard.
It goes too quickly. But I did go to a 420 party, and my wife Nancy is a part of a Can of Mommies group. She's actually the Can of Granny of our group, out of 702 Can of Mommies. So I had a couple of growlers that I took with me, and Tony and I are going to kill said growlers because I ended up taking more of it home than I was really expecting.
Yeah.
So to start things off.
Of course, I wasn't at this party, otherwise it wouldn't have been something to take home.
Exactly.
So, Chris, introduce us to your friend here.
Well, this is the Evocation tweaked pomegranate farm Saison. Actually, I was going to say farm ale, but it is listed as a Saison.
And an obsolete growler.
Yeah.
Old school's no longer with us.
Exactly. They lasted a year. They didn't make it to their second-year anniversary. So,
which for a brewery in Vegas at that stage is almost like criminal. It's
Yeah.
like, how did you guys manage to like ruin this?
I think I haven't been over to that side of Desert Inn in a while, but I think the brewery might actually still be standing. I think there might be.
I drove by it. It was still physically there.
Yeah, it's still physically there. You might be able to buy a brewery in Vegas. Actually, if you're looking to buy a brewery in the west end of Vegas, leave a comment here and I'll see what I can do for you.
Located in an area, if you're familiar with Vegas, Summerlin, which is kind of a higher end, wealthier part of town. So you could have a prime piece of real estate as in your brewery. So,
but speaking of breweries that are up and running,
okay.
Crafthaus is out of Henderson, Nevada.
Crafthaus, yes.
They are. Hear that? Now you got to give it to Total Wine. Total Wine has the system, baby. They got the thing that actually screws the bottle up into the thing, and it's got this. Anyway,
they
this
have
whole
a very
operation. They have a very
elaborate
nice,
chemistry set going on there.
And because of that, every time I've opened this up, you get to, what are you picking up on the nose?
I think Willie Nelson's sitting right next to me, man. God.
And nothing but weed?
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny.
I mean, I'm not the trained nose when it comes to pot. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you people.
Pass the jug, Wilbur.
I've only ever had 1/3 of a joint in my entire life. I didn't even finish the one I had. I didn't like the taste, and it gave me like this really grumbly, achy tummy, stomach. And for someone who drinks beer every single day, you wouldn't think that'd be the case. But I just don't like pot. I don't like pot.
Honestly, I smell more tart than anything.
It's because I'm not around the smell very much that when I opened this cap, I mean, it was like Tommy Chong, just like blue.
Well, maybe some of the smoke that was in the garage for where I was hanging out managed to get into the bottle or something. But
I'm still intrigued. I've actually been reading New Belgium reviews on this beer and on Untapped, and this
is Crafthaus.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of. We were talking about that beer.
About the Emperor.
Yeah,
the Emperor will be next week. But today, this
does smell like pot.
This is the Evocation. This is the farmhouse ale. So maybe it's just that wild,
it's the grassiness, the
wild bread and the grassiness, and
straw, grass, hay, something. But yeah,
Crafthaus is a brewery in Henderson. They are located in the, I guess you could pretty much start to call that the brewery district of Henderson over there. You've got Bad Beat right over there.
Right.
Isn't the distillery? Just around the corner from
the distillery's right there, and then also Astronomy Elbert's.
Astronomy's going to be opening in that same neck of the
real
woods
soon. So you're going to have 3 actual physical tap rooms. I mean, like breweries with an area to sit and drink their beer. Tap room.
Crafthaus is known. Actually, I think if there's any one beer for which they're best known, that they are sort of a farmhouse brewer. They do like the saisons and whatnot. But the Silver State, which I've been seeing a lot of on Tumblr and Instagram, which they just refer to as a drinking beer. Now, it is technically a blonde ale. Tony and I have had it on tap at the brewery. But I think that's probably the best known of their beers right now is the Silver State. And there you have it, gang. That's
This
exactly what you'd expect a
this
pomegranate beer to look like.
this poured a very interesting color, but yeah, seeing how it's infused with pomegranate, it's I guess pretty color.
I'd say it's medium-low carbonation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. There's no head to speak of whatsoever,
Uh-uh.
but I guess
Saisons don't usually have
that's true. Yeah, they
kind
don't
of
get
a
foamy,
flimsy.
right? Fudgy. Almost looks like watermelon candy
That's
melted, the Jolly Rancher melted.
Jolly Rancher beer.
Okay, we've discussed this, style beer before, Saisons. I am not a fan of Saisons at all, and I hate pomegranate. So, so thanks,
There you have
Chris.
it, indeed, yeah.
But it's Crafthaus, and I'm intrigued by any local product. I mean, there's no mystery there. Um, I'm always willing to give something a try at least once when it comes to beer. So, what can I say? But it does smell. I mean, I grew up in an area where we actually had pomegranates growing on trees, like in deserted lots and shit. You could just like walk up and yank off a pomegranate. But I never cared for them. I always thought it was like hit or miss. I mean, you get occasionally that nice ripe one, but most of them were like just as sour as could be. I mean, beyond not even a pleasant sour like a candy would give you or a lemon or a lime, but like a really like toxic sour, like an acidic, like almost like it burned your mouth.
Wow.
Because I mean, pomegranates they were baking in the summer sun, and where I grew up, it's 115, 120 degrees in the afternoon. So these things would probably not stay right very long.
Navarre people are the people who come to Vegas to cool off for a bit, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I kind of grew up in that area, the tri-state. If you look at the U.S. map, where the southern part of Nevada and the eastern part of California and the western part of Arizona all meet right along the Colorado River, and we had pomegranates. And even as a kid, I just nope, didn't like them. But this beer smells like pot.
See, all I'm still getting is the fruitiness, honestly. I'm not getting it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, no.
No. Mm-mm. No. No, that's
It's like something went wrong. And it's not because it's flat, because this actually poured with a very lively
yeah.
bit of bubbles.
There's still plenty of effervescence.
I'm gonna finish it because we got a video to do. But you purchased this. You
Exactly.
filled your growler with this.
You know what? Here was the thing. I picked up the Emperor from New Belgium because it was a 420 party, and I thought that's exactly what we needed for a party like that.
Yeah.
And then I decided maybe the ladies, women like fruity beers more often than men do. And it is a kind of mommy's group. I mean, there were more mommies than daddies there. And so I just thought, since it was going to be a lot of ladies there, I'd pick up a fruit beer. And this is not
You know what this
pleasant.
resembles to me? No, it's not pleasant at all. This tastes like someone took a really cheap bottle of white wine that no one wanted, some brand like in a gift shop at a casino or something.
Some crappy rot gut that you
Just a really,
the CVS
right.
white wine.
The equivalent of Boone's Farm, and just like maybe threw in a splash of Saison elements to it, because it really just comes across as a bad wine, like a really bad pink Moscato or something. But I'm not knocking wine. I like wine, but this tastes like a bargain basement Kmart frickin' white wine.
As Saisons go, Evocation from Crafthaus is probably. I mean, I'm still not a Saison fan, but if you say to me, if you offer me a beer and you tell me you got 15 different Saisons in the fridge, and you say that one of them is Crafthaus Evocation, I'm going to say, okay, I'll take that one.
Sure. Sometimes you're in that situation. You're just like, you have to pick the best of the worst and deal with it because you're at a party or something. But no, and I've actually had, we've had several other beers from Crafthaus, and for the most part, I like their beer. I mean, I'm not crazy about them, but they complement they just complement my palate well, and I can drink them. This is absolutely kind of, I hate to say it, it's kind of disgusting. I don't like using that word when it comes to beer because I appreciate beer so much, but
I'm thinking 2.5.
I can't even go that high. No, I'm going to be around 1.5. Sorry. And in fact, I might not even go on Untapped and even talk about this beer. I might just
make a mental.
Because I don't want.
You don't have to make a mental note. It's pomegranate. It Saison.
Right.
You're not going to be proud of.
I was gonna probably dislike it anyway. It's nothing. It might not even be something they did compared to all the other pomegranate saisons in the world. This might be stellar for all I know. But because it is pomegranate and it's a saison, the odds of me liking it were like 1 in 10,000.
Honestly, I'm not sure who to refer this to. I'm not even. You know who I think might like this, honestly?
I'm done. I can't drink this.
I think the Shock Top crowd might like this. I do.
Yeah, maybe.
If Shock Top is your beer of choice, I think you might like this one.
Or if you just like getting that cheap white wine buzz, I know a lot of people, get the boxed wine and
Well, see,
they're
I would say
content
go get
with.
the cheap box wine because the thing about Crafthaus is their beers are not affordable.
Right. That's kind of
They're
another
really,
surprising
really
thing
not.
about this.
Yeah.
It's like you pay money for somewhat of an exotic beer, I guess you could call it. I mean,
Yeah. I'm not
pomegranate.
going to speak ill of Crafthaus, but I
Yeah,
will say
I
that
don't
there are
want to
better
either.
breweries in Las Vegas. I'm just going to leave it at that.
There are.
The Crafthaus is, well, but particularly with this particular channel, I mean, the point of this channel is to bring you affordable beers that are, quality beers that are at an affordable rate. Crafthaus does not usually fit that meld. It's more the other route.
Right.
Why?
And we've spoken glowingly, obviously, time and time again about Tenaya Creek and Banger and Joseph James and Bad Beat.
Bad Beat. Yeah.
Bad Beat's actually.
And Hot Nuts.
And
Actually,
Hot Nuts.
Hot Nuts too.
I'd like to get in there more often, but they're just located in a place I hate to drive.
Yeah.
But I honestly, if I get on Untapped at all, I'm gonna give them a 1.5, which probably would be the lowest score I've ever given a beer. Honestly. Sorry, but Crafthaus, I'm not swearing you off. I'm gonna stick with your pilsners and your porter and your stouts and your IPAs and all that other.
Research I can get to Crafthaus in Washington when I get up to the Puget Sound area. I expect to still be buying Crafthaus beers. But this is not good. I'm not liking this, and like I said, the only group I can think to even refer this to, because like as Tony said, there's nothing wrong with the beer. It's not like, ooh, there's a problem with this beer. It's just we don't like it. The Shock Top crowd, I really do. I think the Shock Top crowd may dig this, and I'm always happy to get the Shock Top crowd the hell away from that particular beer into something. So even if it's a beer I don't like, I'd rather you be drinking Crafthaus than Shock Top. So,
oh, absolutely, please, because if nothing else, you're helping an independent small brewery, and that's what we need. So yeah, and they, like we said, they do make good beers.
I keep trying to give it more of a chance, and the
Let it
more
breathe
that
a
I
little
drink, the less I like it.
Yeah, I put mine down. I actually was trying to get through it and be a sport, but I'm done. I'm out.
Well, so in other words, to kill this growler, Tony's flowers are about to get really drunk.
Oh,
well,
there's not much left. Let's see. There we go. That's what's left.
Almost a third of it left.
So yeah, my flowers are gonna have some cheap wine tasting.
Later on tonight, he's gonna hear his flowers fighting and screaming. And, you never loved me.
Yeah, or complaining like, you dumped better stuff in this on our flower bed last week or whatever. Yeah. This guy's team, man. We have about a minute and a half left. So with that minute and a half, today is April 22nd. They are 17-3. This is history, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing like the Red Sox, one of the oldest franchises in baseball.
True. Started out as the Boston Bean Eaters.
That's
the Braves. The Braves started out as the Boston.
Yeah, the Braves changed their name and city like 1,000 times. Yeah. God, the Red Sox, man, they're just freaking
the oldest franchises.
Unbeatable right now. It's almost like just incredible to watch. Tigers at the moment have won 5 of their last 6.
Exactly.
So,
Tigers right now are holding their own.
They've played the Orioles and the Royals in the last 6 games, and they both suck. I mean, his hometown Royals are having a bad year.
Didn't they sweep them?
They did sweep them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, they did not. I'm sorry. They had a doubleheader.
That's right.
And it was 3-2, game 1, 3-2, the other game 2. And
admittedly, sweeping the Royals doesn't mean a whole lot this season.
No, not this year. And if you look at the standings, the Orioles and the Red Sox, I'm sorry, the Orioles and the Royals, which almost rhymes, are basically the 2 worst teams in the American League. I mean, the Royals have fallen from grace, man. So it's kind of funny. Anyway, Red Sox, I'm impressed. Beer, I'm not impressed.
Drink good beer. This ain't it.
Drink good beer. This ain't it. We'll be back soon with better beer.
With a better beer and a better growler to kill. Bye, guys.